there, one and all, taphophile time! It has been a very snowy, wonderful, crisp couple of days, and I accidentally, well, not on purpose, I'm not going to say accidentally, came across this churchyard when attending a funeral of a friend. So I thought I would come another time when it's not as depressing and enjoy it in all its glory. Now it's covered in snow because it really does look pretty. It's not so snow covered that you can't see the gravestones either, so we'll be able to enjoy all of the different beautiful, there are some great tombs here actually, so let's go have a look around. So I'm going to hide out around the back end of the church because there's someone blowing leaves around the other side. It's winter, can't do anything about that. So, welcome to St. Wilfred's Church in Wilford. It is a 14th century church, very beautiful. I got to see the inside of it for the funeral I attended, but it's time to look at the outside. There are a lot of interesting features and some beautiful stones. A few things I can tell you about the outside whilst we take a tour. So behind me you can see this building here, otherwise known as the Orrery or the summer house. Let's go for a little closer inspection. It was built to give a cool and pleasant lookout towards Nottingham. It may look out of place, but the gravestones originally didn't go this far out. As you can see, while this time getting closer to it, gravestones come all the way out here, but they didn't originally when it was first built. Here we go, as a view of the outside and the inside. So there is a little information here actually. Wilford gazebo, dated 1751. Listed as a historic building built as a summer house associated with the poet Henry Kirke White, which was the part I was going to get onto next. The basement was used as a mortuary for people who drowned in the river. It was burnt in 1976 but was restored in 1980. There's little pigeons in the top of there now. So behind me here there is the bridge to the River Trent. So it was known for baptisms would be given because of its proximity to the River Trent, which we can see. So come around the corner here. There's the River Trent. So if you can imagine, this oratory, summer house, once upon a time was a mortuary where the bodies were kept until they would be sent on to whichever church they were going to go to. In this weather, for certain, they would be kept cold, but I do wonder what that would have been like in the summer if you were going to be putting people that had passed away in there. So, as I mentioned, the gazebo was used by Henry Kirke White, who is a famous Nottingham poet. I couldn't see whether there was a memorial to him anywhere. I think more so inside the church, I believe there is something, but it's definitely not open today. So let's have a look at some of the gravestones, since that's a bit of history. Incredible detail on this one here. A lot of them are very mossy and old. That's excellent. Is that the back or the front? Really hard to tell, because it's kind of crumbled away. I think once upon a time it was the front, but there's definitely no words on it now. Let's have a look-see at these tombs. Probably no evidence of who that was on there now. No, not anymore. Ooh, a lot of writing on this one. This tablet commemorates the many virtues and the early loss of the beloved wife and mother, the premature orphanage of her surviving children, and the anguish of her bereaved husband. Very nice text on there. I like the way the A's look. How the A's are kind of like the Alpha Omega sign. got a caged tomb here. Now the reasoning for the cages around a lot of tombs are to stop body snatchers. I'm unaware if it has a date on it. It's just very bricked. Let's have a look on the front here. 1720. John Dean Esquire. So perhaps he was very esteemed. So I wouldn't want his body snatched, I imagine. But it's very rusted away now. The amount of slate engravings here is quite incredible too. I've seen an amazing one over there just a minute ago, but a couple on the top here. All of these are, as you can see, going further back. But where was that one I saw? I think it was over here. 1 second. Crunchy, crunch, crunch. It's here, I think. Yes. Take a look at this one. We've got two skulls that kind of got trumpets coming out, so I guess like trumpets of judgment, and hourglass with wings, very Victorian. I think this gravestone is actually my fave. So beautiful and ornate. I think it's all the way around as well. Well, it would have been. An amazing collection of angel head graves here. All of them detailed, but in their own different ways. So, top one here. They've all got such wonderful wings. That one is so lifelike, it's unbelievable. Now, the funeral of the friend that I attended, his name was Frank Wakelin, a very dear friend of my pa. Upon attending his funeral, I did find out that he was also a taphophile, as they mentioned that he, upon his passing, he had a lot of photographs of gravestones, and he really loved coming to graveyards to get ideas for his own gravestone. So I'm going to dedicate this amazing church and cemetery seat to Frank Wakeland, as I'm sure he would have wanted me to come back after a funeral that is so sad and to enjoy the church itself. So if you would like to come see this beautiful church, I mean right now the sun going down, crisp, frosty, snowy weather, really is pretty. You just get the tram from Nottingham to Wilford village, not Wilford Lane, that's quite far away. And it's just literally 5 minutes walk, so it's very easy to get to. I was glad that I accidentally came across it through funeral means, but it truly is a beautiful place. So come and take a look, you guys, and till next time, this probably is going to be my last cemetery seek of the year, I would imagine, since the weather, even my fingers, I can't feel them at all right now. The weather is becoming very difficult. But till next year, it's been a great 2017 for seeking. I've seen many different places this year. Until next year, 2018, what will it bring? Let's find out. Stay tuned, everybody. Till next time, goodbye.